The kids were acting terribly at home, so Amy took them to an orphanage to reflect on their behavior. While there, Mandy made a new friend, which Amy couldn't accept. She immediately gave the kids baths and promised to buy them some toys. But when they got to the store, everyone was fighting over the same toys. Amy learned that people were collecting them, and her competitive side kicked in. She started traveling across the galaxy to collect all the dolls. Now she was down to the final one. She even went to the professor to ask if he had it. But just as she arrived, the professor appeared to give a lecture and ran a cuteness test. Everyone passed except Bart, who was unanimously voted not cute. The professor explained that cuteness makes people unable to say no. Just then, the last doll was about to go up for auction. So Amy dropped the kids back at the orphanage and rushed to the auction herself. Everyone there fought fiercely for it until the appraiser announced the doll was a fake. Amy argued that maybe the real one never existed at all, but when she returned to pick up the kids, she discovered the real doll sitting right in the orphanage. She couldn't resist and secretly took it home. Meanwhile, at the professor's lab, a police officer reported that a terrifying creature had infiltrated an alien base. The professor immediately examined the doll and found that the beings inside it were actually mindless organisms. There had to be a commander controlling them. Amy finally began to realize how crazy she'd become lately, while the professor's team figured out that the commander might be in Amy's possession. Just then, Amy decided to give all the dolls to the kids as gifts. The orphanage was now filled with them. Touched by their happiness, Amy finally understood the meaning of friendship. But that's when things went wrong. The dolls suddenly came to life, controlled by the commander doll, and surrounded everyone. Luckily, the professor and the others arrived in time, but the dolls turned out to be unkillable. The only way to stop them required a special method, but everyone was too overwhelmed by their cuteness to act. As Amy and the kids faced real danger, the rescue team ran into trouble when the officer suddenly went berserk. Just as all hope seemed lost, the kids used a hug to defeat the commander doll, and with that, everything finally came to an end.